News 25 is brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-990 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, police and fire respond to a report of a person who was stabbed, and a local woman says aliens make regular visits to her home. News 25 starts now.
This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
One person is arrested after a report of a stabbing. It's Friday, August 9th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Police responded to a home on Blosser Ranch Road last night for a report of an assault with a deadly weapon. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched to a report of a stabbing last night on Blosser Ranch Road. Upon arrival, they allegedly found one individual who had a wound to his leg. According to Fire Chief Scott Lewis, medics were dispatched for one patient who had a wound to his lower extremity, which required him to be airlifted via Mercy Air to a Las Vegas trauma center. Medics transported patient care to a Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue ambulance and subsequently to the Calvada Airport, where he was airlifted to Las Vegas to receive medical treatment. Deputies arrested one individual on scene who was transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. And a well-known couple who own a tiger sanctuary here in our town were allegedly attacked at a local store. Carl Mitchell, who is a veteran, and his wife Kayla report that the man who ambushed them was lying in wait.
Patrol members be advised.
Stephen Holderegger has been arrested for battery, provoking assault, and abuse of an older or vulnerable person. According to the declaration of arrest on August 6th, Nye County Sheriff's deputies were dispatched to the area of Walmart for two males that were allegedly fighting on scene. Officers spoke to a 66-year-old victim and his wife, who have been identified as Carl and Kayla Mitchell of Pahrump. They said that while they were loading their groceries into a vehicle, a suspect by the name of Stephen Holderegger approached them. The report says that he was shouting and charging towards them. Carl Mitchell used his shopping cart, police say, to provide distance between the two to avoid a fight. They say that Holderegger got around the cart and began attacking Carl. The man punched Carl several times, and Carl did exchange blows, according to police. Witnesses were able to separate the two. However, Holderegger returned, trying to provoke another fight, according to police. Mitchell had obvious swelling and bruising on or around his right eye and his side of his cheek. Kayla Mitchell tells News 25 at one point she attempted to pick up her husband's glasses from the ground, and Holderegger pushed her down. The Mitchells report that they believe that Holderegger was intoxicated. Officers say that Holderegger was upset about an incident several years ago in which he believed that he was still owed monies from the Mitchells. The Mitchells report that he worked as a handyman on their property and that they had to fire him because he was intoxicated. Video surveillance was obtained by police, which they say shows that Holderegger waited for the Mitchells to exit the store after seeing them enter, and that it was reportedly a planned attack. Stephen Holderegger was transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. Carl Mitchell was transported to Desert View Hospital with injuries sustained as a result of this altercation. And the Mitchells say that Carl is doing much better physically after being released from the hospital. They say that they were shaken from the incident and have filed a restraining order against the suspect. News 25 will return right after this break.
News 25 is brought to you by Pahrump Rentals and Hardware is your friendly small-town hardware store. Shop small, shop local.
Welcome back. Well, local woman Barbara Bell says she gets visited regularly from aliens. In fact, she says they come in all shapes and sizes and even different types of aircraft. Bell says that she has pictures to prove their existence. She invited us to her home yesterday to tell her story. There's been an increase in the interest in aliens, alien merchandise, and Area 51 itself. Right here in Pahrump and Nye County, Area 51 is located. That's where on September 20th, there's an event planned called Storm Area 51. We're standing in front of a home of Barbara Bell, or Barbara Tetcher-Cates, who says that you shouldn't go to the Area 51 event. In fact, she says that you can see aliens right here at her home off Leslie Street.
I see ships outside of my house in the sky at night, either late at night or during the day. I see them. They'll be almost in front of me. I'll be looking up in the sky a lot because I know there's things out there. I know there's other planets. I know there's civilizations, ancient civilizations that have been here probably since the beginning of time. That they come here because they need, also, when they're coming around, they have a... Bob Lazar, he's a good friend of mine. He's a nuclear physicist, a top scientist. He worked on the spaceships that needed to be repaired when they crashed from over there in Rachel, Nevada.
Do you know about the Facebook event about everybody wanting to go on September 20th?
Yes, I heard about that, but I just don't think anybody should really go over there. I don't need to go. I can just stay in front of my house here or in my house, and they can contact me whenever they're ready. You know, you don't go running to a place where, you know, the military is. That is like a place where it's protected. It's been crashed. You know, that you need to stay away from there, people. I use my mind to talk to them, and then when I do that, when I do go to sleep at night, I start having dreams of they're making love to me, they're close to me. So these are peaceful extraterrestrials or Martians or whatever you want to call them. They are peaceful. They don't mean any harm. I go out of my body a lot. I can soul travel, and I'm going to other planets. I'm going meeting with whoever I need to meet with. I was like, whoa! I seen 6 to 8 little extraterrestrial beings or Martians or whatever you want to call them, no bigger than that, like dancing around a circle, like almost holding hands, while I was in the middle. Went out, came to my dog, and was telling my dog that some extraterrestrials had come into my room and were dancing around, and she's wagging her tail. I said, I've just been visited, and she's happy, wagging her tail. I think that I am chosen and gifted person, because maybe of my mind and my spirit, I can go out of my body a lot.
Well, Barbara Bell's sighting is not a rarity here in Pahrump and Nye County. In fact, a lot of people report seeing lights and unusual aircraft in the sky. We're in close proximity to Nellis Air Force Base and, of course, Area 51. We have our own airport here where the Experimental Aircraft Association uses that facility. So if you're going to the Storm Area 51 event on September 20th, it's kind of turned out to be a party atmosphere at this point. They're planning bands, and there's going to be vendors selling merchandise and food. But if you want to go to any of the other parties, there's going to be before and after parties of the event. They're all posted on Facebook. If you're planning on staying here at home, you might see aliens just around our area. And Barbara gives her advice for that. Don't be afraid, because those aliens are to bring peace. They're actually here to help us. If you've seen the Twilight Zone episode called To Serve Man, though, I'm not so sure that's not a recipe. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 25. Well, it's a great time to purchase that new home while mortgage rates have taken a downturn.
Here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news today, a dramatic drop in mortgage rates. The 30-year loan tumbled all the way down to 3.60%. The 15-year fell to 3.05%. In a flight to safety this week, investors have been rushing into bonds, which is pushing interest rates to record lows. Amazon is moving forward with its grand high flying plan to deliver packages via drones. The mega retailer is now in the process of trying to get the FAA to skip some rules and allow it to fly unmanned drones. Uber investors hit the brakes hard when the taxi app company drove in with earnings yesterday. The company missed on the top and bottom lines. The CEO says the losses will come down and the company could even push to break even.
To find out where you can see us every day, go to businessfirstam.com.
Well, thank you, Angela. NHP was dispatched to Blag Road yesterday to conduct an independent investigation into a Nye County Sheriff's Office deputy-involved traffic accident. Luckily, no injuries were reported as a result of a two-vehicle accident that occurred yesterday afternoon on Blag Road near Atkinson Street. This accident involved a Nye County Sheriff's Office cruiser. Nevada Highway Patrol was called to the scene to investigate the cause of this collision. Traffic was diverted around the scene while the investigation was conducted. More news right after this break.
News 25 is brought to you by William H. Jackson Injury Attorneys. Injured? Get Bill and Robin, your local injury attorneys. News 25 is also brought to you by Shannon Keller and her friendly team at Platinum Home Mortgage. Call 775-209-4498 for all your home financing needs.
Well, Tamale Place on South Highway 160 is expanding. They now have a party room and larger dining area. News 25 stopped by the popular family-owned business.
The Tamale Place is a unique place. We have all sorts of tamales, and we even have sweet tamales.
Yeah.
And peach, pineapple, chocolate. You really need to try them. They're really, really good. We have beef, pork, chicken, what we call rajitas, which is green chili with cheese, all in the masa. It's really, really delicious. All our tamales, everything we make is made here. It's my mother's recipe. It's over 100 years old, and we might tweak it a little bit, but it's still her recipe, and we get a lot of great compliments on her recipes. Well, we decided to open a buffet because we have a lot of people asking for a buffet. And they want to know more of my mother's recipes, not just the tamales. So we said okay, and so we're open from 11 to 3 on Sundays for buffet, and we're open from 10 to 8 for other takeout foods and whatever you would like. We have it open for parties, you know, small group parties, office meetings, and we can also set up the buffet if they need me, you know, set up for that. We have 2 lunch specials, in fact. We have 2 tamales, rice and beans with drink included, and then we have 2 cheese enchiladas, rice and beans with drink included. Sampler platter is 4 tamales and our sauces, and that way you can pick which ones you like best and then take your dozen home. The tamales, once they're cooked, you just let them dry at room temp, or cool off at room temp, and then you can always steam them again or like that, but they last for a long time in the refrigerator.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Where are you guys at?
At 3640 South Highway 160 space 104, right behind Red Apples and in between Dottie's. We open at 10, close at 8, and when our buffet starts, which is August the 11th, we are going to be the buffet is going to be from 11 to 3. Our phone number is 775-727-7530. We can do hors d'oeuvre tamales for weddings and parties like that. So we sell everything by quart. Also, you know, chili verde, enchilada sauce, beans, rice, all that. Family owned and operated. Wonderful. Yes, with my Uncle Lee, who's 91. It was his idea to start it, and he said, your mother had a great product, so let's do it. And I said, okay, let's do it.
Fantastic.
And we have, and we've gotten really, really great customers.
All right, well, let's turn to Maria Guerra with today's ETW.
This year's 71st Primetime Emmys, which will be held at Microsoft Theater, will not have a host. Announced by Fox Entertainment CEO Charlie Collier, this was decided partly because of the decision to leave an MC out of the Academy Awards. This year's big nominations include many from HBO and comedy performances by women. Game of Thrones has broken an Emmy record with 32 nominations, which has broken a 25-year record held by NYPD Blue prior, which was at 26 nominations. Look for those Emmys to be handed out on September 22nd, 2019. MTV has announced that Taylor Swift will return to the Video Music Awards stage. Her first performance since 2015 and the release of her album Lover, Swift's single Me and You Need to Calm Down are nominated in several categories. Previously, Swift has won 7 VMAs. Some other nominees for Best New Artist are Billie Eilish and Lil Nas X. Previously hosted by some of comedy's greats Chris Rock, Chelsea Handler, Arsenio Hall, Russell Brand, and Kevin Hart, the VMAs are hosted this year by Sebastian Maniscalco. This year's Video Music Award will air live Monday, August 26th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific Time for the first time from Newark, New Jersey's Prudential Center. Disney fans will be really happy as ABC gets ready for a live-action version of The Little Mermaid, starring Moana's Auli'i Carvalho as Ariel, Queen Latifah as evil sea witch Ursula, reggae star Shaggy as the voice of Sebastian, and more announcements about casting coming soon. The production will be directed by Hamish Hamilton, whose work includes Super Bowl halftime shows starring Beyoncé and Lady Gaga. Hamilton will also serve as an executive producer. The production is set to include lavish sets and costumes. November 5th on ABC is when the wonderful world of Disney presents The Little Mermaid Live. Reporting for News 25, I'm Maria Guerra, and this is your entertainment this week.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
All right, let's take a look outside on that Lerner and Rowe Weather Cam. Beautiful skies. We're going to find out what's in store for this weekend's weather right after this break.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
All right, weather in our surrounding areas. In Las Vegas, 103 today, your low tonight, 75. Death Valley, 111, low tonight, 80. Amargosa, 98.67. Beatty, 93.60. Goldfield, 84.51. Tonopah, 82.50. Carson City, just we're jealous so much, 79 your high today, low tonight, 50. Fallon, 85.51. And Fernley, 86.52. Today, here in Pahrump, sunny skies, your high of 97, currently 96. Winds out of the south-southwest at 16 miles per hour with humidity at 8%. Sunrise, 5:57 in the morning. Tonight, clear skies with your low 71s, winds out of the southeast at 13 miles per hour, humidity 14%. Sunset, 7:41 tonight. And your 7-day forecast shows clear skies all through the week. Saturday and Sunday, some good temperatures there. Saturday, high 96, low of 68. Sunday, 95, 69. Monday, coming up to 99, 72. And Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, hitting the 100 mark with Tuesday at 101. Your low of 73. Wednesday, 171. And Thursday, just copying that. Friday, going down a bit. 98 is your high, 69 as your low. And we want to wish Josh Westerman a very special happy birthday. And, of course, Greg Cardarelli's birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Greg. Don't forget, here in Nye County School District, school begins on Monday. Drivers watch out for students walking to school and, of course, at area bus stops. And the school speed limits will be enforced. Students, keep a lookout on your way to school for vehicles and, of course, be careful at those area bus stops. Have a wonderful first day and entire school year. Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. From all of us here at KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio 103.1 FM, have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.